Heidi ho, my crafty friends. How are you today? I hope you're doing well. So today I thought we would do a quick little look through of this little box that I'm getting ready to send out to my little crafting partner. I thought you'd like to see what all I put in it for her to play with for the month of July. Now I want to plug my phone in here real quick. Hold on just a second. Do I have that in right? Okay, I do. Make sure I'm putting it in right. There we go. Make sure it's out of your way. Let's pull this down. There we go. Okay, now. All right, so this is the front of our box, and I've got everything's dried and everything's ready to go. And if you'll remember, this is just made out of an old book that has been gutted. You can still see bits and parts of it here and over here that we inked. And this was such a fun project. I think I'm going to actually make another one. I have another book cover that I'm not using and I won't use because it's about the same size to use. And that's my business card that I put in all of them. As you can see, they're not fancy. Like me, I'm not fancy. So that's the card that will go in them. Somewhere in here, that's the card that she'll find in it. And actually, you'll see it in just a minute. And so let's take a look. So this is the inside cover. And this paper back here is the masterboard that we used, or that we made. And it was stamped and coffee-dyed book pages. It's right here, some tissue paper. And I think there's some other paper. This is book page back here. This is just book page. This brown paper that you see right here, and in different spots. This is old wrapping paper, or not wrapping paper, packing paper, I meant to say. I'm sorry. That's old packing paper. And then here's some stamps that I stamped on the paper. There's, it's coffee dyed. I have put coffee on it. There's tea. There's some ink, different inks. Most likely it's vintage photo. And then I think I also used, let's see, there's vintage photo. It's oxide, not ink. So it would be vintage photo. It would be the vintage photo, the forest moss, and I think there's a little bit of scorched timber, and where's the other one? It might be gathered twigs. I tried to keep it a little on the darker side. The vintage photo is the lightest color that you see, along with the coffee and the tea. And I added the green, the forest moss, because of the green that's up here. And when it mixed with some of the other inks, it gave me a really pretty color. Okay, so then we made this little accordion booklet together. It's got a little magnetic closure on it. That video is in the playlist for this little decorative box. And when you open it up, I put all kinds of little goodies in the pockets that she can take out and she can use, you know, wherever she wants to use. And then it closes with a little magnet to keep everything in there. And then this is just a little tuck spot right here. And that's where I put the card, right in there. And then here's just a little fabric pack for her to, you know, to play with. Here are some decorative paper clips she can use throughout whatever she's creating with. Here are some different charms that will go through fall. There's squirrels and acorns and sunflowers and bumblebees, some leaves, there's a pumpkin, corn, all kinds of stuff, you know, because July goes by quickly, and then all of a sudden there's August and September. And she is a crafter, so, you know, if she doesn't have time, there's leaves, there's some leaves in there. So if she doesn't have time to, you know, work on this project that we're doing in July, then she can work on it in the fall. And then the Tree of Life is going to go in here. So that's covered. And then some decorative papers are in here, as well as this laser cut. There are some washi tapes, 3 little pieces of washi tape. Well, they're not little, but they're not, you know, full rolls, but she's got those. And then there are some washi tape stickers that she can use. These are some completed hidden paper clips. And then I also put some hidden paper clip bases that I made her, that she can create her own hidden paper clips if she wants. This is an, it's not enamel, it's, I'll think of what it is. It's a charm that she can create any way, you know, she wants to create with it. These are some little stickered labels that she can use. And then this is our other little pocket that's got the little Velcro closure. And in here, it's full of little goodies too that she can use. And then this is the little journaling card. We created that together. Here's another little laser cut. These are some more little washi stickers, except these are in a yellow tone. And over here is one. This is like a little coffee house. These are some of my favorite little washi stickers. These are clear. The little flower stickers that we worked with. She commented that she liked those. So I made sure to include some of those for her. And then this is just a little, this is from a free handout that the treasure page has. So I took the handout and I added it to a piece of cardstock. And now she can take this piece and she can use it as a tag. She can use it for journaling. And then this is from my collection of Humble and Joy ephemera that I have. It's a tag. I mean, shoot, it's not a tag. It can be a tag, as you can see. And then I've got some blank tags in here that she can create with. Here's some other ephemera, similar to what we created with in the book. And then some other stickers that she likes these stickers, so I gave her some in the blue shade. Coffees and teas. Now, I probably need to make sure that these aren't duplicates, so I will pull some of these out and make sure that they're not duplicates of those yellows. And then some decorative papers. Some of the ones that we've decorated with. Some more ephemera pieces. Some more decorative papers. These are little washi pages that she can create with. They've got butterflies on them. These are fun to work with. Now, I always keep these in between things to keep them nice and flat. And I gave her a variety of decorative papers. This one I printed. This is from a big stamp that I have. And I just stamped it on a piece of very lightweight cardstock. And I inked up the entire stamp. And then using my stamp press. And then I stamped it. So that's from my stamp. Here's a smaller tag. This is just from a master board. Here's some more of the ephemera, similar to the ephemera that we used in our current journal. This is from one of my stamps. I stamped it on, it's just stamped on a piece of index card. It's inked and stamped, and then she can continue from there, whether she wants to make a bookmark with it, you know, she wants to laminate it, she wants to do whatever she wants to do with it. And then this is a little flip out, so she can either cut it apart or use it as a flip out. Here is This is from a page in my, what is that thing called? Field guide. This is yarrow. Now, I grow yarrow in my garden. Now, I have the colors pink and red. And, oh my gosh, they're blooming right now. And they're just gorgeous. And then on this side, they have hellebore. I don't grow hellebore, but my friend Judy does. Now, this is a piece of that paper that's up here in the top and all over. And I cut it down to size for just to fit in here so that she can cut it up and use it. It's got bumblebees stamped on it. It's got different shapes of butterflies. But you can see all the different stamps that are on it, all the different papers. Here's the backing paper in here. Here's tissue paper. Here's the printed tissue paper. There's old book pages. Here's a piece of cheesecloth. Over here's the packing paper. There's a piece of a tea bag right here in this corner. There's just whatever happened to be sitting on my desk is what I picked up and I collaged onto this brown packing paper. And I like it. And I will be doing that again because I really enjoyed that. Here's some larger pieces of decorative paper. You know, she can cut these images out. She can do whatever she chooses with them. But these are always fun to create with because they give you so many items that you can cut out. You can fussy cut or you can use them in any way that you want. Now, this is a reprint of an ad. So she's, you know, and then this is a coffee dyed, time card for. Now, this is the bottom of the box. And as you can see down here, there are some stickers. There's stickers over here, but there's also stamps and book pages. Here's some little dried flowers, and here's some flowers up here. Time-wise, I think it took us like 4 days to create this box. Now, that included the time for the drying, because every time we did a layer, we had to let it dry. So that included the drying time. So besides, you know, putting everything in it, this was a 4-day project just to create the box and let everything dry. And I really, really enjoyed this. And I do think that I will do this again. So I wanted to share with you the things that I have put in here for her to create with. And I want to put this inside here to keep it nice and flat, just like that, because I don't want it. Now I wanted to pull these out to double check with them, make sure they weren't duplicates, because I don't want to give her duplicates. And some of this I just want to lay in there, you know, just let her explore. Come here, stickers. And I just want these to lay flat like that. And I want these to go back here so they're nice and flat. Okay, so let's put this down. Now, we have something else. Oh, those, they need to stay flat. Now, where are those other little stickers? Here they are. All right, these little floral stickers need to be flat. All right, we're going to check those out. So we're going to put these floral stickers down here between that paper to stay flat. And these things here need to be flat. So I'm going to take these and I'm going to put them all the way down there, and that will keep them flat. And then we'll put the fabric up on top. There we go. We're going to put that right there. And we're going to put these like this. Tuck those under. There we go. So that's how we're going to pack it. And then after I review these stickers, I'll put those in underneath there to stay flat. So that's what's going out in my little box, and it will go out hopefully by the end of the first week of July to my partner, and she can have some fun with it whenever she has an opportunity, and then she can use this on her work desk whenever she wants to do it. And then this is the front. And this is just a little vintage button that I sewed onto a little cluster of vintage linens and some little pieces of crochet. And I used that to help weigh down the box, and we put some little corners on it to protect the corners of the box. So there we go. Oh yeah, I wanted to put this in it. So this is just a little piece of ephemera that I made. It's a little, it just goes like this. It's a little flippity flop book that opens up, but it's just made from a single piece of paper. It goes like this. And I have these I've made these out of all different kinds of things. And I want to put this, I think I'm going to put it right here. Now, she can put that in a journal. There, I keep forgetting to put that in there, like that. Perfect. Now, when I send this out, to make sure it stays closed in the box, I will probably put a rubber band around it. And then I'm going to cover it with tissue paper so that it stays nice and neat in the box. So, that's how it's going to go. And I want to thank you guys for joining me for this quick little walkthrough of our little decorative box. I hope you've made one or are going to make one this summer. It's a nice little, way to spend your afternoon, making something fun and useful for your craft desk. It kind of keeps everything contained, and you all have seen my craft desk. You know I need help containing. So I think I am going to make one and kind of get rid of some of these little containers that I have sitting here. So until I see you again in our next Ladybug Journals video, I bid you guys adieu, and I hope you have a great week. Ta-ta for now.